Us about the work with Boots. Did you work together one time? Was it over multiple days? And how was the work beneficial?
Yeah, more than one time, yeah, and he helped me really good, and I'm very grateful with him.
This is the first time Canelo Alvarez has acknowledged that Jaron Boots Ennis played an instrumental role in his camp with his blistering speed, accuracy, and pressure to mirror Crawford.
Do you think was there anything in particular that you guys worked on that you feel like was beneficial?
No, he worked his team. He's very similar to Crawford. He switch guards too. He's fast. And he's a pretty good fighter, so I work really good.
This is not a random pairing. Years ago, Canelo trained with Boots' brother to prepare for another dangerous opponent. Now history comes full circle as the younger Ennis steps in, adding a twist to Canelo's preparation. Canelo Alvarez vs. Terence Crawford is shaping up to be one of the biggest events in boxing history. Bernard Hopkins is siding with Crawford, believing that while weight could be a factor, Crawford has all the tools needed to outbox Canelo.
85+ chance to beat Canelo. Why? He's not going in there to prove something, which will fall into Canelo's hand. He would love for him to prove something. That means you will stay there and try to prove something.
The anticipation for this match has skyrocketed since the official announcement and is now at a fever pitch. Fans and analysts are examining every detail, from strategy to stamina, knowing this fight could reshape the course of boxing history.
It means about what is around the fight, yeah, is the biggest.
It'll be seen by the most people.
Yeah, you're right.
Stadium fight, the biggest event.
Event tickets have sold out like hotcakes. The media hype is relentless, and the atmosphere in Las Vegas already feels charged with something monumental. This isn't just a fight between champions, but a clash of legacies, styles, and eras, with each round serving as a test of both men's greatness.
You know, it's Riyadh season, Netflix, everybody around this fight. You can see that how big is this fight, no? And you have two of the best fighters, pound fighters, fighting each other. So Saturday, September 13th, we want to see who's the...
Joe Rogan and his team dissected both fighters' preparation and motivation, comparing Crawford's strategy, described as methodical and purposeful, to that of another fighter once accused of chasing a money grab. They pointed to Crawford's major jump in weight class and extended preparation as proof he's not taking this challenge lightly.
A lot of weight.
No, and one made a career
like
at that weight
major
class.
adaptations. Yeah,
the other one's just doing it for a money grab. He hasn't fought in 2 years.
Well, he was doing it for legacy, and he is like, he prepared for this. It's not like he just had a fight at 147 and then jumped up to 68 3 months later.
Yeah.
Like
That's a big jump, though, isn't it?
He did a lot of training, put weight on, like real weight.
Yeah.
They shifted focus to boxing as a whole, from celebrity matchups like Jake Paul vs. Tyson to marquee bouts like Crawford vs. Canelo. He noted that promoters often build massive hype, but sometimes the action fails to deliver. His remark hinted at doubt over whether this fight will truly be spectacular or fall flat.
I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
Just because I think Crawford's that good.
I just don't think, I think this is the problem with boxing, is they build these things up like, Jake and Tyson, and people think to me this great product, or Crawford and Canelo, and there's not much action.
Bro, I'll tell you who's the real good deal.
When asked about Terence Crawford's condition ahead of their fight, Canelo Alvarez responded with both excitement and respect. He admitted Crawford looks strong and ready after seeing photos and videos of him training at a heavier weight. Canelo said watching Crawford in such form only fuels his own motivation and confirms this will be a true clash of elite fighters.
September 13th, right?
What do you think of this picture?
He looks good, but I like it because, it's when you realize it's going to be a good fight.
Both men boast all-star resumes. Crawford remains unbeaten, his record placing him among today's elite, as he attempts to achieve something unprecedented, establishing himself as undisputed in a third weight class during the four-belt era. In his fiery analysis, Showbiz the Adult made it clear he believes Terence Crawford won't be able to withstand Canelo Alvarez's size and strength.
Something that I've known from the very beginning, that all the stuff I've mentioned, head movement, jab to the stomach, counter ability, resume, experience, all of that falls behind this one big reason why Canelo beats Crawford. Terence Bud Crawford is too small and not strong enough to block Canelo's punches. How are you going to win a fight when you can't block his...
He argued that Canelo's punches would carry extra power due to the risky gap created by Crawford's weight jump. In his view, if Crawford can't effectively counter the bigger man's shots, he may end up losing the fight.
Block his punches either. But Floyd is so fast. But also, he was fighting him at a catch weight of 152, where he can carry the weight better. He wasn't 38. That's another thing. He didn't allow Canelo to get to him. Crawford at 38, weighing in at 168, fighting at 168. His legs aren't going to have enough life to stay away from Canelo for 12. So what's another way to defend? Block. And he's not going to be able to block Canelo's punch.
For Canelo, the stakes are just as high. He remains the most marketable star in Mexican boxing and still the face of the sport. Many fans already believe he has reached the pinnacle, but a victory over Crawford would reinforce his status as the master of the higher weight classes, proving he can adapt to any challenge. The atmosphere was electric when Terence Crawford arrived in Las Vegas for the grand arrivals, though not everyone greeted him warmly. Jeers from sections of Canelo's supporters echoed through the crowd as he made his way in. It was a classic fight week scene in Vegas, with passionate fans showing loyalty to their fighter while trying to rattle the opponent before a single punch is thrown. Crawford appeared unfazed by the reaction, but it underscored just how intense the tension is leading into this showdown.
When you came in, this is going to be a pro-Canelo crowd. How you feeling about that?
Oh, this ain't nothing different than when I went to Scotland and fought Ricky Burns. So I'm cool with it.
It's nothing different at Allegiant Stadium, the biggest fight since Pacquiao and Mayweather.
Hey, listen, they all gonna be quiet come Saturday. Hey, listen, they can't fight for him, so it don't matter.
What's at stake goes far beyond championship belts, though those are plenty. The winner will leave the ring as the undisputed super middleweight champion, holding all 4 major titles. For Crawford, it would be historic, making him the first male fighter in the 4-belt era to claim undisputed crowns in 3 different divisions, cementing him as one of the most accomplished fighters of his generation. Brian "Bomac" McIntyre, Crawford's longtime trainer, responded firmly to the jeers at the Las Vegas grand arrivals. After hearing fans shout that Crawford would run from Canelo, he calmly reminded everyone that Crawford has never fought scared, never backed down, and that his track record proves it.
The crowd just now were saying Crawford's gonna run. Are you preparing your guy to run?
Do it look like he's prepared to run?
I've never seen him run, but they think he will.
Have we let you down yet?
Terence Crawford responded with confidence and humor when asked about fans accusing him of running from Canelo. Instead of being fazed, he flipped the narrative, saying that if he runs, it will be with his fists all over Canelo. His reply showed he isn't intimidated by the moment or the crowd's energy and made clear he plans to face the Mexican champion head-on, not backpedal.
Gonna run? What do you have to tell them?
I already said it before. Before we got here, I said, I'm gonna run upside his head. And that's what I said.
So he's gonna run, but upside Canelo's head, according to everybody. That's right. I see.
I love each and every one of y'all, but come Saturday, y'all gonna be crying like I said.
When asked about the boos and the doubters, Terence Crawford stayed composed, speaking like a man who's been there before. He reminded everyone this isn't the first time fans have gone against him, and outsiders can't fight his battles anyway. For Crawford, the noise doesn't break his focus, it sharpens it. He called the negativity extra motivation, icing on the cake, showing he thrives on proving people wrong. The scale of this matchup is impossible to ignore. Canelo stands about 5'7" 1/2 inch while Crawford measures 5 feet 8 inches, but the real difference lies in weight and natural size. Crawford is moving up 2 full divisions, from junior middleweight to super middleweight, a leap few fighters dare to make. It's not just one division higher, but a jump into territory where opponents are heavier, stronger, and more accustomed to the power exchanges. Adding perspective, John Ryder, who once shared the ring with Canelo, spoke from first-hand experience. His words carried weight, framing the fight as a generational clash between 2 men capable of changing the outcome in an instant.
Crawford is a special fighter, though. He's one of them generational greats. Like, you got 2 generational greats going up against each other there. And for fight fans, it's a real treat. And listen, I'm sure financially they're both going to come away winners. But listen, it's a hell of a fight. And listen, I believe Canelo will come away victorious. But Terence Crawford has got the ability to make this really hard for him. The switch hitting, the the punch variety, the punch volume. He's so smart with his hand placement, how he moves his feet. He can make it a nightmare for Canelo. But I just believe over the course of the 12 rounds, Canelo will grind him down with the weight advantage. And I'd say it beat him on a narrow point.
He went further, breaking down Canelo's style from first-hand experience. Ryder explained that Canelo's danger doesn't come from one punch, but from the suffocating rhythm of his combinations, which keep opponents under constant pressure. Even the sharpest defensive fighters, he noted, eventually wear down under the steady, deliberate accumulation of Canelo's shots.
It's not one punch power, but it's like it's the consecutive punches he put together. He can really load up, and he doesn't seem to fade. He doesn't explode with 3 or 4 punches and then need to breathe to go again. He'll do it, and he'll put the second phase on it, and he'll put the heavy shots in again. So he's always there to throw. He's always in range to throw. He's always got the hands cocked to throw, and he doesn't waste much.
Canelo, however, is a true 168-pounder with deep experience at middleweight, super middleweight, and even light heavyweight. He's absorbed bigger shots, and his style, built on punishing body work and compact, explosive counters, was forged at these heavier divisions. That could be the deciding factor on fight night. Meanwhile, Crawford's longtime sparring partner Steve Nelson pushed back against the constant focus on weight. He noted that critics have highlighted size differences throughout Crawford's career, yet Crawford has always found a way to win. Nelson stressed that he's confident weight won't be an issue, pointing to Crawford's versatility and experience handling bigger, stronger opponents in the gym.
They've been doing Bud since the beginning of his career. Man, the weight. This guy is big. It's always been that. It's always been the only thing that they can point out. But they don't understand that Bud has 10 different ways he can win. That weight is not going to bother you, man. I'm telling you, he's been sparring us and bigger guys for years, and I punch hard as hell, so I ain't worried about that.
Have you noticed?
Steve Nelson went on to explain how Crawford's physical attributes have grown with the added weight. He noted that Crawford's strength and power have clearly increased as he's moved up, something he could feel even in light sparring. Nelson emphasized that Crawford's force and pressure now resemble those of a fighter much bigger than the welterweight version fans were used to seeing.
Increase in Crawford's power.
Definitely.
Since he has
see my face.
Weight.
Definitely.
Yeah,
it's crazy because other day we was in there and we were just moving around. We wasn't even punching. We was just in there just moving around, and this feeling him and his pressure and his strength pushing me and moving me, like, it's crazy. It's different. It's different than a 47, a 40, a 35 Crawford.
For Canelo, a win would silence critics questioning if his best days are behind him and further cement his place as one of the greatest Mexican fighters ever. Both men understand that legacies aren't defined only by victories, but also by the caliber of opponents they conquer. Raising the stakes even higher, Canelo's longtime trainer, Eddie Reynoso, promised an unforgettable fight. He revealed that this has been one of the toughest, most focused, and even most grueling camps of Canelo's career, one that has sharpened every weapon to break through any obstacle. Reynoso suggested fans will see a renewed, even more dangerous Canelo, a fighter who has added new layers to an already lethal style.
This is the best Canelo we're going to see in 20 years of career, and we're going to show it on Saturday.
This matchup also presents a fascinating clash of styles. Crawford is widely regarded as one of the smartest boxers in the sport today. He switches stances seamlessly, uses angles with precision, and excels at reading opponents after just a few rounds. His footwork, hand speed, and ring IQ have neutralized world-class fighters at lower weights. Canelo's last opponent, William Skull, has publicly leaned in favor of the Mexican star ahead of the Crawford fight. Drawing from his own time in the ring with Canelo, Skull argued that the size and natural strength Canelo carries at super middleweight give him a clear edge. He added that if the two were meeting at a catchweight without strict divisions, the fight would feel far more even.
It'd be a great fight. There is a disadvantage in regards to the weight classes. If there wasn't, it would be a 50-50 fight. But because of this fighting at this weight class, definitely benefits Canelo. I say about a 75% chance that Canelo wins.
Before the Canelo fight, Crawford's longtime trainer, Brian "Bomac" McIntyre, spoke about his fighter's mentality. He said he could sense Crawford feeding off the crowd's energy, even the jeers, fully embracing the role of the villain heading into the bout. Bomac added that on fight night, fans would witness something truly unique.
And in this fight camp that's been different, I love his energy. Do you feel he's loving this entire atmosphere?
I'm sure he is.
The villain role I think he's about to take on?
I'm sure he is.
Bomac downplayed the rumors of Terence Crawford sparring with Jaron Ennis before the Canelo fight. He brushed it off as insignificant for their camp, despite fans and commentators attempting to turn it into a major storyline.
Does that show you guys that he's taking things serious? That he's taking.
I don't give a damn about all that, man. Nobody gives a damn about all that. Everybody else can try to make a big deal about it, but I don't. I don't care.
Yeah.
This fight is more than just a headline event. It's a clash of skill, power, and legacy. Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez are stepping into a moment that could permanently reshape the pound-for-pound conversation. Every sparring story and every trainer's comment, including those from Bomac, has only added fuel to the fire. But when the bell rings, talk ends and history begins. Now it's your turn. Drop your predictions in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more breakdowns. Who do you think takes the spotlight when these two finally collide?